Alexa, turn on some music.
Here's a station you might like. Little kids music.
Little kids music. Alexa, play popular music.
Here's a popular station. Elements Radio on Amazon Music.
Alexa, turn down the volume. Let's see what we got. What's up, everybody? We're gonna be making some Felicious here. In 15 minutes, we're gonna be making some pho. That's how quick it takes. Get some people logged on here. I've got all my vegetables here. Let's see if we can see. I've got all my vegetables here. I've got my meat. I've got everything we need. Let's see what happens. Alexa, turn down the volume. It's a little bit loud. So, first thing we're gonna do, what's up everybody? Thank you for joining. If you guys have any questions, I will be trying to watch and maintain the chat. We're going to bust open the Felicious complete beef bucket. This serves up to 4 people, or if you like those gigantic bowls, 2 to 3. We use standard size bowls. It will do 4 of these bowls right here. So let's break this bad boy open. I hope everybody's having a good time tonight. Everybody's having a good day? Nothing crazy going on? Open up this. Throw up my trash can here. Got it nice and sealed. Let's see here. So, enjoy your meal. That's right. So, yes, I am a white boy making pho. That is the number one thing. If people think, how is this white boy gonna make some pho? Let me turn off Alexa here. Turn this down a little bit. My wife is Vietnamese. She is the founder and creator of Felicious. I was never able to make pho myself before we came up with this kit. A little back history before we get into this is that during the pandemic, we were not able to go out to our favorite restaurants. We were not able to spend 8 to 10 hours to make it ourselves. I was a general manager for a Hilton brand hotel. My wife was a registered ER nurse. And so we worked even more during the pandemic. So we weren't able to make it ourselves. We weren't able to go out and buy it. So we came up with this kit ourselves so we could make it at home. And it was so good that I said we needed to market it. And that's how Felicious was born. So let's get going. So let's break open the instructions here. And the first thing we're going to do is we're going to fill a pot with 76 ounces of water, which I got here. It's my Instapot. Oh, let's see here. We got the Instapot here. I'm going to turn it on saute because that acts just like a pot on the stove. You turn it on saute, it will heat up and it will boil just fine. While we're waiting for that to boil, I'm going to take the noodles, our instant noodles that cook in a minute. I'm going to put them in just a bowl of hot tap water. Here, let me go ahead and cut those open. I'll turn the camera here later so you guys can see a little bit more what I'm doing down here when I'm cutting up some stuff. And I'm going to, and yes, I washed my hands, put these in the water here. So we've got the noodles here in the water. We're just enough to get them covered. It's all you need right there. We're gonna let those soak while we do everything else. That gets them nice and ready so at the end, they cook in 1 minute. Let's see if there's any right here. All right, so now that we've got the water started, I'm going to take our spice bag and open it up here. Oh, that smells so good. So here's our authentic spice bag right here. It's full of, I'll open one up here for you after I get it in the pot. I'm gonna get all this going. We throw that in. We take our cubes, our authentic flavor cubes here, open them up, and we put those in the pot as well. Right away. You can put those in the pot right away. So you don't, and you just forget about them right now. Total, this should take 15 minutes. It depends on how fast your pot starts to boil. That 15 minutes that we judge is based on just a regular boiling time of a pot of 76 ounces of water. If your thing boils faster, great. It will take faster than 15 minutes. The cook time, once it starts to boil, is actually only 7 minutes on this kit. And God, it is so good. You guys will see. what I'm talking about. I'm opening up the cubes here. All right, so we've got all 3 cubes in. We've got the spice bag in, and now here is another, this right here ties it all together. This is our secret blend of spices. This is the secret spices that my wife and her parents came up with. So basically it's been passed down generations. They used to have a restaurant. These type of blend of spices really take it to the next level. I can't go into all detail what's in there, but let me, while that's boiling real quick, I will be back in 2 seconds. Oh, you know what? I'm just gonna open up one here. This is our microwave kit that we've got right here. So if you're on the go, we've got a microwave option that is ready in 5 minutes. Yep, 5 minutes, and it tastes 90% the quality of the stovetop. I say 90% because anything microwave is a little bit different than stovetop. But it comes with the same everything else. It comes with the noodles, it comes with the flavor cube, it comes with the secret blend of spices, condiments, your garnish, and this spice bag right here. Just use my teeth. Blend of spices, condiments, your garnish, and this spice bag right here. Just use my teeth. My wife yells at me for that. That's the redneck in me. All right, so I'm going to cut this open. We tie these, so you guys do not open these at home. Do not open these and pour these in. These are meant to be tied up and put in the soup, but I'm going to open it now for you. I'm going to cut this bad boy open. Let's cut it open. Because I'm going to pour it out here. I want to show you guys. Inside this right here, we've got that nice blend of fresh spices that go into every kit right here. Oh, that's so awesome. We got the star anise, the fennel, the coriander, nutmeg, cinnamon. We've got it all in here. Cloves. Everything that's supposed to be in here is in here. So I ruined that spice bag, but that's okay. It's for educational purposes. So let me put this stuff from this side kit aside. I'm going to just throw the lid. I'm not going to throw it on tight. Let me show you here. I'm not going to throw it on tight. I'm just going to set the lid on the Instapot so that way it boils a little bit faster because it's not on any kind of pressure setting. It's just on saute. We're going to hold that heat in a little bit more so it boils faster. Now, while that is going, I am going to cut my meat first so that way we don't, for me, I don't care because I'm cooking for myself and it's all going in the same soup. So cross-contamination for me personally isn't that big of a deal. Now, if it was like chicken, fish, poultry, all that kind of stuff, 100% cross-contamination. You want to be, especially when it comes with raw meat. But when it comes with red beef, I don't care as much. That's just me. I'm not a professional chef, so I haven't gotten sick yet, though. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to show you guys what I do with this beef if we can't, hold on, if my little ring camera thing. All right, let me tilt that down so it doesn't fall. All right, you guys can see that here. I am going to take my knife. This right here is also, this is just to show you guys, this is not cow beef. This is venison. This is red deer, red stag venison. If you notice how dark and red it is and a very, very little fat content, venison is so good. It's higher in protein than regular beef, lower in fat. It's so much better. But anyway, so I'm going to take it, I'm going to slice it thin, and I'm going to show you guys here how thin I'm slicing it. So let me take this piece right here. This is how thin I'm slicing it. So I'm going to keep slicing that all the way. And so right now the soup is going. It's heating up. The water's getting ready to boil. We're going to check it on here. And when it starts to boil, we start the timer for 7 minutes. Finish slicing all this beef here. You guys have seen our other TikTok videos where we do this fast. We do it in a minute. Now we're doing it live so you guys can actually see that I'm not full of it. That it only takes that little bit of time. Slice that down a little bit more, get it nice and thin. There we go. So, like I said, we've got these pieces nice and thin here. Let's see, long way. So this is how thin I like it. I'm gonna put this in a bowl, one of my little bowls. Right here. Let me go clean this up real quick before I slice the vegetables. I'm still right here. I'm here. I'm here. Alright, this is my disinfecting with bleach. a bleach, not straight bleach, it's a specific, it's basically a quartz mixture here. All right, so now that we've got that cleaned off, we're ready to start prepping the vegetables. Boom, okay, let's see if we can turn that camera a different angle so you guys can see all the vegetables that we're gonna use. So here's all the, this, I'm not using this in the soup. This is for the spring rolls that I'm gonna make in a minute because I want some spring rolls with this soup too. I'm gonna take some of my green onions real quick here, and I'm going to just, you can slice them as thick or as thin as you want. I like them a little bit thick for me, and I like getting down in there. For one bowl, that's about enough for one bowl, but we're gonna make this, like I said, this makes up to 4 bowls here. So we're gonna slice a little bit more, just put this off to the side. You know what? Let's just do it all together. Get those green onions. I love green onions, especially fresh green onions. Like I said, guys, I'm not a professional chef. So if you see me slicing, dicing, cutting wrong, that's how, too bad. That's how I do it. I haven't cut myself yet, and that's when I'm live, so that's when it's probably gonna happen. And let's get some white onions. I love my white onions. Now, the onions for this soup, I like to go nice and thin if I can, because then they get nice and soft in the soup. I don't like real thick, chunky onions in the soup. That should be good enough. And I'm just gonna take one slice down the middle, so they're about half, so we get them nice and thin sliced right in the side. Now I've got my bean sprouts, which I don't have to do anything with those. I'm gonna leave those whole right there. I'm going to take some jalapenos, and I'm gonna leave some of the seeds in. I'm gonna cut these thin, just because I want it a little bit with a kick. If you don't have fresh jalapenos, it comes with the sriracha sauce, so you can make it nice and spicy with the chili oil. And I'm gonna take out these center spots here. So I don't like that bitter center of the jalapenos. Like I said, I'm not a professional chef, so if you see a better way or you know a better way of cutting this, go ahead and tell people in the comments, because boom. All right, leave a few of those seeds in there so it's nice and a little bit spicy. Now, let me go rinse my hands real quick, because I'm gonna end up touching my eyes and you guys are gonna see me bawling my eyes out, crying. All right, quick rinse here. All right, so we've got our white onions, we've got our green onions, we've got our bean sprouts, we've got our red deer venison. Oh, that God, that's so good. I've got my lime here for later. I'm gonna go ahead and slice that up into 4. Get that ready. I love the lime and pho. Put that right here on the side. Now I'm going to take my cilantro. Now a lot of people, personally, I don't care about the stalks. The stalks do not bother me at all. I will eat the stalks, but for video purposes, I'm going to, because somebody's be like, why are you putting the whole stalks in your soup? So for you, I'm taking it off, and we're just gonna put the leaves right here on the side and get them ready to go into the soup when it's done. Let me see, is that soup boiling? Almost, we're almost boiling. That's the longest part, is waiting for your water to boil for this. All right, that should be not enough for 4 bowls, but it's enough for what we're doing, because it's just me eating it, but I'll have some leftovers. We just closed down our shop. We have a little cafe. Let's see, any comment? Okay, we have a little cafe where we do boba tea, we do spring rolls, we do all of that, and that's where I just closed down. We just closed down for the day. My wife took the kids home, and I decided I'm gonna stay here and make some soup and go live. All right, so bean sprouts, we've got everything here. Let's get these out of the way. Let's get these out of the way. Let's get that out of the way. I've got more meat for later. Get that out of the way. Boom, let's put that aside. I'm going to take this whole cutting board and move it aside. Also chopsticks. It comes with chopsticks for everybody. And I'm gonna grab another cutting board to make this easier. Let me just slide this here, right over here if I don't make a mess. Keep these here. I thought I had another cutting board. I lied. I lied. I'm still right here, guys. Here we go. To make this easy, we're going to put all these in here. We've got, and just put them to the side. I've got my meat to the side. You guys can see what I'm doing. I'm going to go ahead and take my green onions and put them in here so they're out of the way. You know, I'm just going to mix those with the cilantro because they're all green. Why not? Save some space. Then I'm going to take my white onions, put those in here, put those on the side. My jalapenos, I'm going to put those right in with the limes just so they're ready to go. Put my chopsticks on the side. Now I'm going to go rinse this off real quick. Boom, let me turn this back around. All right, the reason why I'm rinsing this off is because we're gonna make some spring rolls right here real quick. And I want this clean and easy to make some spring rolls. Oh, I love my spring rolls. All right, let me move this camera up a little bit so you guys can see. Chasing the milk, giving me some roses. I love it, thank you, boy. Mr. I love your videos, by the way. All right, so, white boy is not only making pho, but now I'm gonna make some spring rolls. What the fuck? What is he doing? All right, so I love gigantic spring rolls. So this is my rice paper. It's the huge rice paper. It's nice and thick. I've got this little bowl, this is actually a crawfish that you use to eat crawfish and stuff on. It's perfect for holding water to make spring rolls because I just put that right in there. Flip it over, then I take it out. Let that water drip right off of it. And boom, we put it right down on the cutting board right here. Now, I'm going to take my lettuce, which is in the refrigerator right here. Is that boiling? No, not boiling yet. I'm going to grab some of my lettuce. And I'm just going to spread it, put that right here. Oh, yeah. Then I'm going to take some of my noodles. We've got our little rice noodles here on the side that I have wrapped up. You can put as much or as little noodles and other stuff as you like. I like making my spring rolls nice and fat. And so I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna take my other tongs. Now this pork, for my pork spring rolls, look at this. Oh. We use pork shoulder and pork loin, and we slice it real thin, and we mix them together. We make our own marinade. It's like an Asian slash barbecue slash redneck marinade. We marinate the meat for a couple days, and then I'm going to take a little bit of this cilantro right here, put it right on the outside that I cut for my soup. Take some carrots, and then after we marinate it for a few days, we cook it, and then we marinate it again after we cook it. So I'm going to wrap this up nice and tightly. Oh, I almost forgot. I'm talking to you guys, I'm forgetting. I gotta get my cucumber in here. Oh, I love my cucumber. All right, let's fold this over. Let's get this nice and tight here. That's what she said. All right. Boom, there's my spring roll right here. It's not the prettiest. Right here. I'm going to go ahead and cut it real quick. So now I can easily eat that spring roll. And then we've got our homemade peanut sauce right here. Oh, that peanut sauce is, you know what? I can't wait. I can't wait. I got to take some of this right now. Just dip this. If your spring roll ain't messy, it's not good. That's so good. Let me set this to the side. So now I've got my spring rolls, our pho. Oh, it's boiling now. Alexa, set a timer for 7 minutes. Look at that broth right there. I don't have my spoon here. So I'm gonna use my knife to stir it so you guys can see. Oh, let me go get that. Let me go get that spoon so you guys can see. Look at that broth. Look at that fat content in there. Look how clear that is. Oh, it's so good. Let me go get my soup ladle. All right, let me show you guys here. Really now, look how clear that broth is. Look at that fat content. Now that is like, let me get this out of the way before I spill it. That right there is like you've been cooking for 8 hours plus. Let me show you guys again here real quick. Look at that. All right, let me get that lid back on so it stays boiling because these Instapots lose heat quick if you don't have that lid on. And it's not on all the way. I just set it on there. So, you guys have, let's see. Sorry, I've been ignoring you here. Let's see. Where's your shop located at? We are in Lampasas, Texas. Carol, thank you for asking that. Let's see, Carol sent 70 roses. Wow, thank you. I appreciate that. Chasen, it looks good, man. I'm so excited to see the pho. Me too. I love it every day. I could eat this every day, and I wouldn't get sick of it. That's how much I love pho. All right, you know what? Who wants some boba tea? I want to, while I'm waiting for this, because we've got 5 minutes left on the timer, let's make some boba. I'm going to take this over here. Sorry, I didn't do the dishes from today, so sorry about that. Let's see here. Let's go ahead and move this up, if you guys can see here. Woo! All right. I'm going to... Let's see, I'm going to let you guys decide. I'm a big coffee nut. I love coffee. So I was thinking about we have a coffee-based boba tea that I call the Choco Joe. Oh, God, it's so good. It's dark Starbucks coffee with white chocolate, regular chocolate, vanilla, and a splash of cream. It's so good. And then we have a sweet strawberry river if you're a strawberry. You know what? I'm going to make both of them. Forget that. Let's do both. All right, let's make my boba. Make my strawberry river. Put my strawberry in here. You guys are gonna see how good this boba looks too. While we're waiting for the pho to go. All right. Wow, the base part's right here. So you guys can see. Now I'm gonna grab. We use jasmine green tea for our boba. There's no other way. You can use the black tea, but the black tea, man, just makes it so strong. A little bit too strong for my taste. And get my coffee for the other one right here, the dark Starbucks coffee. We're making 22 ounce bobas. Put a little bit of honey in. And then in the coffee one, put a little bit of my white chocolate right here. Wow. Who loves white chocolate? I love white chocolate. Give it a little bit stir, mix everything all up. I'm just killing time. We got like 4 minutes left while the soup is finishing cooking right now. Let's get... Boom. Get our boba out. Oh, yeah. It's the end of the day, so I'm almost out of boba. I timed it perfectly. Oh, look at that boba. Ah. We use a nice sweet honey for our boba, too, so it's nice and sweet. Put some ice in here. Pull this up with ice right here. All right, so we've got the base ready. I'm going to take my white chocolate from my coffee one, go around all the edges, get a nice bunch of white chocolate in there. Get my, I almost knocked over my camera though. Get my regular chocolate in here, around the edges here. And then for the sweet strawberry river is what we call it. Get my strawberry puree around the edges here. And then I'm going to we puree fresh strawberries. Get that in there. Get a bunch of, like a little strawberry farm in there. The more strawberries, the better. Now we're ready to do the boba boogie. Get the coffee going. Perfect. Now get our nice heavy cream to top it all off. Oh, tell me that does not look good. Oh, look at that sweet strawberry river with fresh strawberries, milk tea, and a dark Choco Joe. Oh yeah. Now we gotta seal them up. There's one. There's two. Get our straws. Now I gotta shake it up, get all the goodness all mixed together. Let's see, move this camera back up. See if I can straighten it back up. We got just a minute or so left on that timer for the pho. Right in time. Stab that in there. There's the timer. Man, I couldn't have timed that any better. Alexa, stop. Let's leave this here. Let's go back over and see our pho. Woo, that's good. All right, so get this camera set up. I'll show you guys here. Come on. Tighten it down nicely. There we go. Maybe. All right, let's move this out so you guys can see it right here. All right, so now that it's been going for 7 minutes, I'm going to take this spice bag, take it out. We don't need this anymore. We have it very, very potent, so it works in 7 minutes. If you start to leave it in for 10, 15 minutes, if you think you're gonna boil it longer, it's gonna be too strong. Let me put this lid back on, because I was so busy making boba tea, I forgot to drain these noodles. And I'm gonna drain them into this real quick. I'll be right back. All right, noodles are drained. So now we've got this convenient little steaming pot that I love to use for my noodles. Now I'm gonna take this and just dip this in my Instapot. Alexa, set a timer for 1 minute. These noodles at this point cook in 1 minute and they do not get soggy, they do not get starchy. Even if you let your bowl sit when you're done eating for 15 minutes, those noodles will stay nice and firm. They will not get starchy and go into mush in the soup. That's the one thing I hated when we first started looking at instant pho's. We would buy almost everyone on the market, and all of them, their noodles got to mush, they got to starchy, they just were not good, and it was quite annoying. So while that's going there for the minute, I'm gonna get my bowl here. Let's see if we can't get this right here. Move the camera around. I've got all my veggies here. Get those ready for the noodles for when they're ready here. There we go. There. We've got 12 seconds left on the timer, so I've got my boba tea. Put it in a bag and save later. I'm gonna put those right there so this doesn't fall off. I've got too much stuff going on here. All right. So turn off the Instapot. We don't need that on anymore. I'm gonna take some noodles here, just enough for me, however much you want. That's good. Oh yeah. I'm gonna take some bean sprouts. I love my bean sprouts. I'm gonna take some white onions. I'm gonna take my cilantro and green onion mix that I made earlier. Put that in there. And now, since it's the last thing, my meat. Let's just go ahead and do, I don't need that much meat. Forget it. We'll leave all the meat in there. All right, so now, yes, I'm putting the meat in raw, and this is why. So now we've got the soup here. Steaming, boiling hot soup. Look at this broth. Look how clear that broth is. And we're just gonna pour that right over. Look at what it's doing to that meat. This soup is so hot, and we cut it so thin that within 2 minutes of resting, that soup is going to be a medium rare. Oh yeah. Now we're gonna take our little garnish pack that comes with it. This is dried green onions and cilantro. We have fresh in here, so we really don't need it, but I'm putting it in here anyways. Take my lime. Oh, I'm doing this out of frame. I'm sorry, guys. My lime, a few jalapenos right on the side, and we are ready to eat. Who's ready to eat with me? Stir that meat up a little bit, let it cook. Oh, that's so good. And how long have we been live? Does it say? Wrong button, sorry guys. Does it say how long we've been live? All right, so we've got about 15 minutes of cook and prep time, and that's almost cooked to a nice medium rare. See, this is what I'm talking about. Look at this. This is cooked. It's slightly rare right now. Another 30 seconds or so, that will be nice and medium rare. That's how I like my steak. If you like your steak well done, then pre-cook it slightly. If you like your steak well done. But otherwise, guys, seriously. I'm not just saying it because it's my product. Let me turn this off. That is restaurant quality. And every time we eat it, it still blows my mind how good we were able to make this. And one bowl right here, I have all this left over, so family of four, easily enough for everybody. We have our single serve microwavable bowls that I showed you guys here earlier. If you want to take them to go, Fulicious.net, Amazon, search on Amazon. You guys can see for yourselves with the reviews that's on there. Check this out. Oh. And thank you everybody who sent me the gifts. That's awesome. I'm gonna need some more. That's so good. Does anybody have any questions that are still here? I will be getting some for sure. Well, thank you, Carol. We appreciate it. And I'm gonna get some more right now. If you guys have any questions, shoot us a DM, leave a comment on our other videos. We try to reply to everything. Amazon Prime, our website. We have a couple big announcements of some other places that's going to be carrying this starting March, which we can't really talk about yet, but that's coming soon. That will be awesome. My daughter would love this. Definitely need to order. Gigi, it's so awesome. So where is it? Here's the box that we opened earlier. We've got the microwavable bowls. We already opened one, so you don't see it here, but this is how big they're 40-ounce bowls, so they're not tiny bowls. Makes a 40-ounce bowl of soup for on the go. Our microwavable bowls, which you can also do on the stovetop, and our family 4-pack is ready in 15 minutes and serves 4. Our microwavable bowls are ready in 5 minutes. Just add your own meats, your own vegetables, whatever you want. This red deer is so good. This venison. If you guys haven't put venison in your pho yet, you need to. Find a way to buy it. Find somebody who's a hunter who gets it. Venison is super lean, very low in fat, super high in protein, super high in all the other vitamins and minerals that you need that are, and they're hormone free. They're free range. They're organic. They're not jam packed with hormones like a lot of the beef is that you buy from the store. Venison is so healthy. It's so good. It's just. And it tastes so much better if you get it the right way. If you get it from the right person who treated it right the entire time. Well, I'm gonna stop because I need to sit down and eat this. I've got my boba tea here. Oh, my spring rolls! How did I forget about my spring rolls? Oh, if you missed it, I made some spring rolls too. I need some more of these spring rolls. I'm not the neatest eater, but man, it's so good. I'm gonna sit down and eat my dinner. This is too good. If you guys have any questions, let me know. See you later.